Commissioners, my name is Ana Maria Ortiz, and I live at 2500 West Route 66. I am an active member of many groups here in Flagstaff, but I come to you today as part of the fourth generation born and raised here in Flagstaff. I am Flagstaff. I teach high school here. I'm a single mother of 3. I don't receive any benefits or any public assistance for what I do, and I pay everything for myself and for my family because I'm a proud owner of a mobile home. I live in a mobile home. I will never be able to, as an educator and as a single mother, be able to afford housing here in Flagstaff on my own in a stick-built house. So I live in a mobile home, and I'm a very proud member of that. As we know, Flagstaff is a community known as, for many of us, is poverty with a view. I could not afford to live in Flagstaff if I didn't live in my mobile home, and I would not be able to afford an apartment here if I had to. But this issue is more than just about student housing. This is about families that have been here in Flagstaff for generations, and about homes of families that have planted roots here. Why approve this monstrosity of the standard into our community to serve the needs of NAU students instead of taking into account the families and residents that are currently here? You know, don't get me wrong, I graduated from NAU, I lived on campus, I lived off campus, I never once had problem finding where to live as a single adult. But as a single mother of 3, I have a hard time finding a place to be here in Flagstaff that I can afford on my own. And I'm very proud of the fact that I do this on my own. And so are many of the families that are being affected here today. You know, I'm concerned with so many different issues on this project, and many of them have been addressed, so I won't address them. But if I were in the position of these families, and I may be because there's another project going on down the street in Woody Mountain that's just right up the street from where I live, and that's going to impact how I live and how I get to work across town in the worst traffic area on 66 in Milton ever in Flagstaff. You guys know that. We spend minutes, lots of minutes sitting there waiting for the light to change. That's why people cross through Plaza Vieja, so they can skip the light that's on Milton and 66. You guys know this. You live here. You know, why should I, with roots that have been here since 1883, NAU students, that'll just be here for, 2 years, 4 years max, maybe 6, okay? My family's been here to 1883. Many of these families here have been here since that long as well. Why disrupt their communities just because we live different from everybody else? You know, don't make this town into something that it's not. Don't make my community suffer at the hands of a developer that personally will make millions of dollars off of this and still live out of town and not contribute to our communities. Just like the residents of Arrowhead. They pay taxes, we contribute, we go to school, we volunteer.
Please wrap up your comments.
I'm wrapping it up. We continue to raise our families here in the great environment that is this poverty with a view. Do what's right for Flagstaff. Please do not approve this planning zoning amendment. This plan is wrong for Flagstaff. Just because I live in poverty doesn't mean that somebody else can kick me out of where I live. It's not okay.
Thank you. Caleb Alexander Phillips, was he here?